All right, Chris, we're here. Our first time, dude. And we're here as press.
Oh, man.
For San Diego.
How did that happen, huh?
Dude, right? San Diego RocketCon. Look at that right there. Dude, right in your backyard, 15 minutes away from your house, right? Yeah, dude. How cool is that? I guess it's his 4th year, right?
Yeah, 4th year, and it's just like, man.
Dude, it's a lot of fun, right? Created by Chase, who have their own comic book store, right?
Yeah, TC Rockets, I believe, is the name of that comic store.
Yeah, get an interview with them, but dude, it's so cool, like what they've been able to do, right? I mean, it's like a Comic-Con, but just way smaller, like what it was like in the past.
Chill. We get
you got all your vendors, you got the cosplay, you got your panels, and you got your celebrities you get to meet. So it's really cool. I mean,
and there's even a pro wrestler here.
Yeah, a pro wrestler showed up, and Robert Mute from
Robert
1,000 Courses.
Really?
That was really cool. We expected that. They weren't even on the list. They just showed up, which is another cool plus about conventions like this, right?
So next?
I know. So we're gonna show you around. Yeah, we're gonna show you like Kevin Eastman, one of the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. That's a big draw for us, right? We're huge Ninja Turtle fans.
And that was a ticketed signing event. They only sold like 25 online.
That's
and
right.
then we found out we got here
75. So we quickly ran over there and got our tickets. So luckily got them. So we get to meet him, right?
Yeah,
get to meet
man.
Josh Keaton. A lot of voice actors.
Keaton, yeah.
From anime, from video games, just all sorts of really cool people. A lot of cool vendors.
And another cool one for me too was director producer Larry Houston worked on our childhood favorite cartoons from
you look up his
Saturday
IMDb, he's like done everything. He's worked on everything. So the fact that he's here, we get to meet him, it's going to be amazing.
That's gonna be cool.
Hopefully you guys can enjoy this video. We're just going to show you around the different floors. We've never been to this place, Scottish Rite Center, so we don't know where we're going.
So different. I always drive by it, but it's like,
yeah, this is what it's like, and it's pretty big. It doesn't look as big outside, but once you get in, there's a lot of panels, a lot of rooms. So yeah, join us in the adventure. We'll show you all everything around. You guys are missing out. You got 2 days. It's a weekend, so if you guys like what you see, man, you got to come out and support them, man. So it's a lot of fun. So
especially before, like, if it were to blow up like into something huge out of nowhere, then when you least expect it.
Get it now because I mean, it's so really nice. It's really cool. Yeah, and the food prices are really cheap too. They're like convention prices. It's
not
amazing.
Even close to it, right?
Yeah. So I know. So come join us, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's right. Feeling oozy.
All right, here we are at the North Hall. I guess this is where all the vendors are right here at North Hall. San Diego RocketCon.
Wait a minute. Are you going to Pokemon? What's going on?
We'll go there afterwards. Ready to blast off? Oh, check this out. It's like a mini Comic-Con right here, dude. This is so cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like all the guests will be right here.
We got guests here, yes.
Power Rangers and everything. And then all the vendors. Dude, let's go.
Hey, man.
Got my ticket.
we got tickets, yes.
Condemned Comics. Condemned up with Kevin Eastman. Absolutely.
Wow. We even have show specials on 9/8 Turtle slabs. They're only $60.
Nice.
So just for the show.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
My God.
Yeah, you guys got to check out the booth right here.
Oh, dude. And
Get
it's
it
not
signed.
just Ninja Turtles either. I mean, you got other stuff, but Ninja Turtles is the main focus.
He was looking for the hardcover for Last Ronin.
Oh, yeah, man.
Someone's got to have it here.
I was going to say, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Look at they got the turtle earrings. Let's see the backpack. Let's see the backpack. Look at that. Look at the van. Amazing.
And look at their shirt.
The skirt.
Casey Jones.
Amazing. Oh, the shirt. Oh,
I just noticed that too. Like, oh.
That's amazing.
Got it going.
Absolutely.
You get the new tour shirt.
The
that
tour shirt too?
The first turtle hat. All on Kevin's website.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good to know. Kevin Eastman Entertainment. That's
They
right.
get it out to you real fast too. They're really good about it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let you know it's going to be an extra $5 for the fee.
For sure. That's understandable.
Alfonso?
That's it. Yes, sir. Nice. Much appreciated, sir. Love it. We had to acknowledge he's here. We got to acknowledge him, right? Look. Oh, look at that. I love it. Awesome. That's so cool. All the cool nostalgia.
Figures on convention right here. I love it.
Right in your backyard, Chris.
Yeah,
Who would have
known?
Right?
Woo.
That is the coolest part. Wow. Oh, look at these right here.
It's crazy.
So many cool toys. Look at that. So here we're at Sinister Props.
Yep.
We got this cool mask right here. Check it out. Like the one that come out right here is Casey Jones right off the bat. I love it.
Now that was a crime. Chris grabbing cute.
Nice. We got the, look, Jim Carrey's the mask.
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah.
That's awesome. Now is that Amon from
That's Amon.
Legend Korra?
Yep.
Dude.
Because he got the blue spirit here to compliment it.
Dude, bloodbending was such a cool, like, unique, like, ability. I thought it was so scary, like,
Probably the most powerful one.
right? Yeah. They all had metal bending, but bloodbending is just
Blood bending
creepy.
is cool, but in
Right?
a cool way.
Yeah.
Blood bending is like, oh, I can rule the world.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just like when he airbended all the air out of the girl's mouth, the queen's
Yes.
mouth.
Yes.
It's like, oh, airbenders could also rule the world if they weren't nomads.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. This is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
How long does each piece? Look at the Bane right here.
Thank you. It varies.
Okay. They're
Some
reptile
of
from Mortal Kombat?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
Most of this wall is
this
Mortal
whole
Kombat.
line right here is the 95 masks.
I'm
Okay,
starting to
yep,
see it.
Scorpion,
Okay,
yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So Subby, those are all from the 1995 movies.
Sick. I hear the music, guys. Saw it. Reptile, right when you formed.
Now imagine if you had that. What was it? The Hollywood show when Scorpion appeared, right? Signing.
that would've been
Imagine if you
sick.
had that.
And the new ones are actually here. So this is the Subby from 2021.
Oh, okay.
And this is the Scorpion from 2021 as well.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, I tell you what.
Seriously.
The costumes were dope.
Yeah. That first fight scene, the first, like, the
A lot of the fatalities and stuff are really cool. The
Very
plot
cool.
just, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But the boys galore, man. If you're a comic fan, if you're a toy fan, you collectibles. Look at that here. You gotta be here, man. Look, KUSI News is here too. The real press is here, Chris. Covering everything. That's cool.
What did one of the guys from there used to say?
Yeah, we found Funko Land. Funko Pop
Oh my
right
God!
here.
Are you popping yet?
15 Super 25. Like exclusives right here.
We need to go up to Hollywood for Funko so I can have all these. Oh, look at all the Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, they know who's here. They're smart. They know who's doing here.
And you were pointing out
Ricky's Pops looks nice. So right here, artist right here, Sam Delosa will be here. So you get that sign right there, that Venom, with the back cover that you did. Look at that. That's rad. They'll be here. See? We got a lot of Venoms, and we got more Yankees here as well. So,
Any Voltron?
yeah, I mean, maybe. They could be. There's like Alpha. Avatar fans. I mean, they got a bunch of Naruto signs. Last year, they had voice actors from Naruto.
Oh, okay.
I always get it wrong, but yeah, they got a bunch of them signed up from last year.
I was just gonna say,
This is
there's
very
no
cool.
way that they have your Mad Max one, do they?
I got all of them already.
Oh, you got
I
all of
collected
them.
All my
Oh,
Pokemon,
I thought you were
collected them all.
missing one.
No, I got all
you
of
got
them
all
now.
of them.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you're on top of it.
Oh yeah, the car one and everything. Absolutely.
That's
Witness
amazing.
me. This is unique right here.
This is one way to light up RocketCon.
Ready for takeoff? Dude, look at this. This is neat. Bunch of anime. You know who these characters are, Chris?
I recognize some Dragon Ball Z in there. I haven't followed anime, I'll be honest, since my high school days, back when Trigun was like the new thing, so it's been a minute.
You're newer than me.
I was always a Ninja Scroll fan, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
See the hologram pictures there too. Look, like 3 prints in one.
Oh, man, it's some cool Ninja Turtle stuff here.
Yeah, they got from part 2, and the neck goes from Secret of the Ooze. They
Oh,
got
yeah.
from the 90 movie. They got the accessory packs right here, I believe. That's all of them right there. I think that's the Comic-Con exclusive, right? The part 2 one? Yeah. Yeah. That has all of them. And the whole thing. It's like the VHS cassette.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What's this one right here? The comic book collection? What's this?
It's like the classic Turtles they did. Like, this is expensive now.
Red like that. Oh, so they're all red.
So it looks like this, but like the background's all black and white, and it's like a dark green and all red.
Oh, red. And it's all of them? And that one, or it's just the...
Yeah, I think it's even got a Splinter and a Shredder in there. Like Shredder's like red and tan.
Interesting.
Cool. Uh-oh. You gotta be interested.
Ah, that's
Be
cool.
interested.
Oh, I didn't see these back here.
This is the cool thing about convention, man. You get all sorts of cool vendors right here.
Making me feel like a kid again with all these Ninja
Oh,
Turtles
yeah.
figures.
Absolutely. You local or you?
Yeah, local.
Oh, nice. It's very cool.
Born and raised San Diego.
I love it.
There we go.
Absolutely.
And he's
Yeah.
got a cool shirt, too.
Oh yeah, rippling jaws. Nice. Very
Should
cool.
wear
What's
my
your
Ninja
name?
Turtle shirt.
I know. Either way, go. Do you wear it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb. And what do you have? Is there a name for your booth?
Somewhere up there, but
Okay.
Toy Box Attacks 138. Yeah.
Perfect.
Come on
You guys gotta check them out. Absolutely. San Diego RocketCon. We're doing it, man. It's the 4th year now, right?
down. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Very
my
cool.
second.
Yeah, it's in our backyard. So he was like 15 minutes away. We're like, dude, it's a con. Like, dude, we gotta go. Heck yeah. Look at that. You see that?
Here, look at
Oh, yeah.
that. You got Michelangelo. You got all of them.
You got a favorite turtle?
Used to be Michelangelo when I was a kid.
Yep.
For some reason now I like Leonardo. I don't know why.
I was always a Leonardo fan too. Swords.
Yeah.
See,
that's
me,
what-
I'm Leo. Yeah, Leo's always been my favorite. The leader, especially the way they did in the
I
movie.
got the arcade one-up Turtles.
Oh, you
machine,
do?
So like I always play Leonardo.
You always play Leo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 2
That's
katanas.
how I was too.
Yeah. But I was like Donnie because he had the long distance with the bow,
My second choice.
which was cool. Donnie was your second?
You
Yeah.
always
so
playing
second
Nintendo
choice.
Ninja Turtles and then playing Donatello because
Yes.
he had the long, yep.
That thing's
Because the side was so short. You're like, you ain't hit nobody with that. Sorry, Raph. But
He was always a last resort when you had no choice.
damn, I can hear him yelling right now. He's mad at us. You're the only one I'm missing. I've got everybody else.
Who you got? Who you got?
Check it out. I need Shiro. I've like,
all right.
I've been like, oh, actually no, I'm missing.
Alora.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look, I even got Reese Darby at Comic Con.
That's a really tough one to get.
Uh-huh.
That's a super tough one.
And I got them with all their colors of the night and everything. So I figured, I don't know if what color
Do you want me to sign in black?
Black Power Ranger, but if you have a white, I don't know.
I might have a white one.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I did like
For his hair.
I got big screen, blue and gold.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, Paint Fan, he's making me proud.
And Monster Palooza.
Yeah, that one's a tough one.
That was a tough one too. But, and then look, he asked me who my favorite character was.
Yeah.
So I got him. He drew it for me. But I got Joaquin, Lauren. But now I needed you. I'm like, and they're right for the hair. It's perfect.
Very cool, man.
I love the way they did it. I was a fan of the '80s one. So when they redid it and there's Joaquin was behind it and Lauren, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be, gonna knock it out of the park.
Yeah, no, they did a great job with the show, man. I gotta prime myself.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't want to add a selfie for $10?
There was a 10 on there, bro.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't count it. And I didn't get your name.
I have a
I'll
white.
get myself together.
Okay.
I'm just priming this.
Okay, yeah,
This
no
should
problem.
have enough ink. Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is good. This is good.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll let it dry for a second too.
I'm not a good drawer. Okay, you're supposed to be supervisor. Make sure I don't make mistakes.
Wow, that poster's almost complete. That's
I know.
unbelievable.
It's unreal. I've had it for, look at that. Dude, they did such a good job with it.
looks like a lightning bolt.
Look at that. Yes. Let that dry.
Definitely gonna need
I'm gonna go over there behind you, get a picture, or do you want to
I'll come out.
Oh, okay, perfect. Very cool. And then I noticed you did Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spectacular one.
spectacular.
Was that the one after the one where Christopher Barnes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 2008.
2008. That's right. Okay. Very cool. And then you worked on the What If episode.
Yeah,
huh?
it was Skinny Steve.
You were Skinny. What?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was a rad episode.
Oh, damn! I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I had to do Chris's voice.
Did it sound like him, huh?
It was scary.
You have a Boston. Boston. Well, he was from New York, though.
No, he had a little bit of a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, there it is.
Ah,
Nice.
see.
Well, I love that scene too when he talks to Spidey. Hey, where you from? Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Love it. So you played Captain America and Iron Man.
Captain America,
Spider-Man.
Iron Man, Spider-Man, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man
A
too.
lot of mans.
And a god like Hercules.
Yes. It's,
Human Torch way back in the day. Like one of the first video games I ever did was Marvel.
oh, wow. No, yeah.
Flame on.
Yeah. Nice. And Hercules.
And Hercules.
Yeah, that's
So they
quite a
Disney fans right here,
resume,
dude.
man.
Amazing resume. Oh wow. And then Shiro.
Shiro.
So they're all, I was gonna say they're all like your kids. You don't have a favorite, right? It's impossible. Spidey.
Yeah.
You got the shirt
I
on,
gotta
too.
go with Spidey.
I
What
love
was
it.
the most challenging voice?
Good question.
Probably this one because I was
Oh.
matching somebody else.
Because of somebody else.
Ah, there you go.
Makes sense. Because this is your take, right? It's Peter.
Exactly. This is just what I felt, but this I had to like be somebody else.
Good question.
Dude, represent. I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
look at that. Well, the
Good old
Warcraft.
red and blue.
That's basically Marvel's Capcom just destroyed and rebuilt. Nice
Very
shit.
cool.
Oh, thank you. RoboCop
Yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool. Look at the horror one. You see that? Well, the horror covers.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's a horror one.
Dude, I love that. Season of the Witch, all your favorites. Look at that.
even got some Fulton love in
Uh-huh, it's all zombie, yep. Funhouse.
It's all custom too. Now they're that big. I'm about to retire these.
Okay.
These are about 4 years old. Now they're that big for the shoulder space.
Ah,
You
okay.
get to pick out the image, the color of your buttons, if you want bat top, ball top, and even the way it starts up. If you have a business,
Yeah.
I can have an actual intro, build anything you need, even like the backgrounds, and say like you're Star Wars fan. I
Yeah.
can make a whole Star Wars theme, even the way it starts up, the way it goes into a game, anything.
Dude, that's rad. Here's the retro historian right here. Check it out.
Based out of Long Beach.
Oh, check these out. Dude, this is some. Look at that Predator.
Oh man,
These are so cool. All three Spiders.
got all Spider-Mans right here. Yeah.
Look at Sleepy.
Oh dude.
That's right. Look at Spider-Man. Look at Venom and Carnage right here. These are all started, man. Artists, right? Like before they made
You
it,
got to start somewhere.
yeah. Before they made it to the big screen, they're all in print. Metal prints. Look at that. 11 by 17, 23 for 50. Look at the Transformer ones, too.
You got Chucky over here.
Where? They got some horror? Oh, they do. Oh, yeah. You got Jack Skellington? Okay. You see the Crow one?
Yes. That's a little Galactus there, huh?
Oh, dude. Dude, I've already sold so much. I might have to, though. I might have to.
Well, especially if you can get David
John
or
Wick,
somebody to
too.
sign
The
it.
floodgates have opened, Chris.
He's in.
Check it out, everyone enjoying RocketCon.
This is the view from the artist.
Seriously, what a cool surprise. Yeah, look at that. Very cool. It is, man. There's a lot of people here enjoying RocketCon. This is awesome.
Unbelievable. And then right behind us here.
All the artists right here, yeah. They're selling their own prints right here. Look at that. Very cool.
That's like roller coaster.
Yeah. So what's the premise? I'm saying, let's see the cop. Let's see
Oh
the
yeah,
sheriff.
it's a small town mystery. It has a face blind FBI agent. Have you heard of face blindness before?
Face blindness.
Yes, it's a real condition where someone, if they have that condition, if they could see you, leave and see you again and not remember your face.
Oh wow.
But he'll probably recognize your face because
Sure.
you have a beard and everything.
Yeah.
But so it's an FBI agent who tracks down a killer to small town Arizona. And he goes to the town, and he's not working with the FBI, like the jurisdiction of it.
Yes.
He's there all by himself.
Okay.
And so he gets caught up in the small town drama while he's trying to find this killer.
Okay.
There's supernatural elements in there. There's a lot of mystery, drama, backstabbing, romance.
Very
so
cool.
if you're into things like Twin Peaks, Fargo.
Oh, nice. All good
it's-
shows.
Yeah, it's kind of all like
Absolutely.
that. And do you know Jason Aaron?
Jason Aaron.
He writes Southern Bastards.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes.
So we won a contest a couple years ago for the first chapter, and he said this is a very neat, cool idea, and he really enjoyed it. So we got a reward for best writing and best single issue,
Oh, rad.
and yeah, and it's an ongoing comic.
Okay, how many
So
issues you have right now? You just...
Right now we have 6 chapters that are printed. We're
Okay.
not going to print these again.
Okay.
We're after our inventory is gone, it's gone. We're only going to focus on trades.
Okay.
And this is volume 1. Volume 2 should be ready at SDCC this year.
Oh.
Sweet. Nice.
Have you gotten a badge to
Exactly.
And my husband isn't here, but he signed, I think, 19 of these. So if you buy the whole set, I'll sign them as well. And
Very cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
He's the one. And
Who
this
does
is
it? Who does the art?
Me. It's
Oh,
all me.
oh, nice.
I do the artwork, the lettering, the design.
Sweet.
So yeah.
RoboCop, Alpha Commando, Bionic 6, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I mean, I'm not going to go up here and read off his IMDb, but Larry Houston, everyone.
Woo!
To Mr. Houston's left is Jamie Sullivan. He was, because IDW completed their run on the G.I. Joe Real American Hero series, he was the cover artist on several of your favorite issues, including number 300, which had a record number of G.I. Joe characters. Now, the issue number says 300, but there were way more than 300 G.I. Joe characters. So, Jamie Sullivan.
Woo!
And our new arrival, you know him from the podcast I Hear Voices. Also, you know him from Green Lantern, the animated series. You also know him from Transformers. You also know him from, a little anime series called Voltron Legendary.
Yeah.
Josh Keaton, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
All right, so You started as you explained to me as a storyboard artist, correct?
Yeah, started as a storyboard artist at Filmation, and then progressed to Marvel Productions.
Okay. And what did you work? What was your first project at Filmation as a storyboard artist?
That's back when they were doing. It was like Tarzan, Flash Gordon, Lone Ranger, Hour, and so it was like 3 action adventure shows in one. And I was a storyboard artist on that. And a friend of mine that you might know, Bruce Timm, was the prop designer on that show.
Very cool.
Went on to become the Batman producer, director.
Very, very cool. And Jamie, now you've worked on several, besides G.I. Joe, you've worked on a few other animation, oh, I gave it one away, animation properties. If you could share some of the ones that you've done besides G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, Robotech. I did bus art for Voltron, Legendary Defender.
Oh, that's awesome.
I worked for Disney for a long time. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I've been very fortunate that a lot of the stuff I loved as a child, I've been able to work on those licenses and properties as an adult. So it's been pretty cool.
Very cool. Now, Josh, you've worked as an actor. Yes. You have quite a plethora of different genres that you've worked on, from superhero with Green Lantern to straight up sci-fi with Transformers and with Voltron. And also you do voices for different games. I'm not as familiar with that, so if you could share some of the the games that you've done voiceover work for.
Yeah, well, I was also Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man, and so I was Spider-Man in a bunch of different Spider-Man themed games. Also, I currently am the voice for Iron Man in Marvel Midnight Suns and Iron Man VR on PlayStation. And there was a game, Metal Gear Solid 3, and I was Revolver Ocelot in that. Yeah, there's been a bunch of different ones that I've played, either major characters or tons of smaller characters. I mean, as a voice actor, you're lucky to get some of the really big roles, but you kind of make your living doing the incidental characters and the little things here and there. You know, the guy with 2 or 3 lines, and then do another voice for another 2 or 3 lines, or little NPCs in the background. I do a lot of those. So. Yeah.
Whereas the credit says additional voices.
Additional voices, yes. Various.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and you've worked on something very recently that season 2 is going to be coming out on a certain streaming platform, if I understand that?
That would be What If.
Yes.
I was the voice for, I basically, for those who are not familiar with What If, it's an MCU canon animated series where pretty much every actor from the MCU films came back to do their own voices, except for like 5 people, and one of those was Chris Evans, and so I came back to be Captain America for What If.
By the time it comes to me, I look at the property and I try and ascertain what makes this, what's the heart of it, what's the fun part of the concept. And once I'm able to determine that, then that's how I working with the story editors, we try and delve into that part of the project, try and bring that out in the scripts and the characters, knowing that we only have like 22 minutes to do any type of good adventure, trying to bring out the best and create like story arcs. For like if we get a 13 episode pickup, okay, where we're going to start with the characters, where are the characters going to end up in 13 episodes, and just try and give everybody their moment in the sun, but just do basic adventures, but also have every episode needs to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, so that it feels like you enjoyed an episode. But then there's like a thread that runs through the entire episode season that keeps you going, like a little subplot A, subplot B, that kind of stuff. And that's how I approached a lot of the shows when it came to my desk.
And now, as a director, what were your responsibilities on that on an animated series?
Oh, pretty much every. As a director, it's like the coach of a football team. You get all the credit or you get all the blame. It's like everything is on you, you know. And so I'm in charge of hiring all the story guard artists, the colorists, the background, the props, design, hiring the design team who's going to be in charge of the color department, scripts. Well, actually, I don't have to. I just work with the story editor. I let him deal with the writers. But it's talk to him about what I need. You know, I don't want to show like where you're going to like around the world in one episode, which means I'm going to have to design 12 to 15 backgrounds that can't be reused. I mean, I'm getting into minutia here, but basically, you're in charge of this entire bunch of people, and you set them loose on the show. And just to give you an idea, if you have a script, someone has a script for an episode, the script might be 30, 40 pages long. I break that down into thirds, hand it out to 3 different artists. They go away with their sections. When they bring it back, that 40-page script is now about 400 pages, about this tall, and I have to go through every page and make sure they follow the script. And if they did something right, okay, it's fine. If they did something wrong, back then, yellow post it, do a little doodle to fix it. If I have time, I hand it back to them. If I don't have time, I have a staff of artists here. You fix this. You know, and it's just a churning of work over and this is every week coming through. So, and when you're a director, what you want to do is you want to give everybody a chance to be an artist, but when you get this volume of work that's getting about this high, you want to work with people that know what they're doing. And I did give people chances to be an artist, but you know, once I would give you like, okay, this is what you need to improve. I'll give it to you, you do that. So that on the next show, those mistakes shouldn't be there. You should be improving all the time. But if it doesn't click, then I have to move on to another artist. But I did give people a lot of chances when I was doing the work. And on top of that, as I'm churning through the production, film comes back from overseas, from Korea. And then you got to sit down and start going through it and seeing the mistakes, spotting sound effects, the music, and you got to do that at the same time. You're churning out this, work's coming in, you got to keep track of all of this stuff. I could barely remember my name when production was going on. It was crazy. But yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, you feel satisfied when the work finally comes together, but man, it's a lot of work. And just so you know, I retired.
I'll tell you a little behind the scenes how Lucasfilm works. They've actually gone to a competition system for their Celebration exclusive prints where a select group of artists is picked, and it's like American Idol. And we all have to draw a concept, like 2 or 3 concepts, and then if you make it past the first round, you whittle it down, and they have a couple of the concepts, and then you get them closer to being finished, and after that, if you get on to the next round, you give them a final piece, and then they judge you on that, and out of like 60 or 70 people, you know, they pick like 10 that you know, that they choose to hire to have an exclusive print at their celebrations.
And that's all free.
I've only made it through twice.
That's all those levels are free.
Yeah. They don't get paid. Yeah. That we could do a whole panel. We can do a whole panel on working for Disney and Lucasfilm and what you know what? Let me just say so I don't know about you guys, but the biggest misconception, like I'll tell people, like people ask, what do you do for a living? Oh, I draw G.I. Joe, or oh, I work on Robotech, or I've done this for Star Wars, or whatever like that. The biggest misconception that people have is like I'm loaded. Like, oh my God, your paycheck. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, you should see it. You would be incredibly surprised at how small it is, and yeah.
It's kind of the same way for voice actors too. Like people, and I mean, because you're in some way kind of not the face, the voice, but you're the thing that people hear, and people are like, oh, you know, you must be super rich, and I'm like, not really. It's really just a job like anything else. And
it is.
It's you kind of, I'd say that most of my income as a voice actor doesn't even come from like animated shows. It comes from like the boring stuff. It comes from like commercials or like coming up next on this channel or whatever, like the promos. You know, like that's literally where you're gonna make most of your money.
I like when I did Jack. The 2 days worth of work I did for those spots, I made more doing that than I made an entire year working in radio 6 days a week.
Wow. No, it's crazy.
It's just the way it is.
Every now and then you'll get that big job, but then you got to fill in with other stuff, and so that's why like I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, which is the union for performers, and that's been a really good thing for me because projects have to pay residuals, which are the things that you basically, if a project keeps making money, like if they put it on Hulu or they put it on another thing, that production company is going to be profiting off of that, and so all the actors that were part of that get a tiny amount. But all that adds up over time, and I still get checks for background singing that I did on Apollo 13, or like, I mean, they're like maybe 25 cents, but you know, it's something. You know?
Yeah, and you know, and I'll give you an example. The comics industry too has changed a lot. You used to, I mean, if you're like a really big name in the comics industry, obviously you can negotiate for more, like somebody like Alex Ross or something. But you know, some of these companies, like you go in and they want you to, you know, do covers for a title, or especially a licensed property, and it's not, well, you go in and you negotiate how much you get, like for a cover. They're like, we pay this for a cover, and you either say yes or no. If you say no, they're like, okay, well, we'll find somebody else to do it, because there's always somebody else out there that'll do the cover for what they're asking. And so yeah, it can be really difficult at times.
Yeah, that's right. It was on and popping here. Look at this place. Yeah, there's so many people here now. Look at this. Check this out. See Elvira, see the horror. You
Look at that, Turbo Man.
Oh, they got Turbo Man. Look at that. Look at the turtles. I like that series. That was cool.
Well, so far, RocketCon, you can say, has been kind of incredible.
Seriously, dude. Look at that. There's so many vendors. There's so many panels over here. There's so much going on, man. We got to go and see if we can meet Larry.
Hey, look at that. Isn't that Mr. Amazing Spider-Man himself? Detective Spider-Man?
There he is. Absolutely. He's in a lot of voices. A lot of voice actors here, which is really cool. You got to come out to RocketCon, man. If you love anime, video games, comics, toys, I mean, they got it all for you. You got to come out here.
Wait, did you mention comics?
I did mention comics. We did get a comic. That's right. That's where it all started. That's where it all started.
Eric Lewald and Julia Lewald.
I hear the theme, dude. I hear the theme. I hear the theme.
Who didn't love that theme? Oh my God.
This guy right here, responsible for producing the record.
And also them trying to, the toys they were trying to make.
Do you have a favorite Xmen?
I guess I don't, but Wolverine's the easiest to draw.
Yeah.
I like Cyclops because someone's got to tell them where to go.
Yeah.
But you know, you want to draw a sexy girl, you draw Rose.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Can you put like your title too, like the producer on a lot of?
Oh, okay.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Thank you.
So it's like $19 figure, you know, and they market it like 15 cents.
The childhood right there, man. It's so cool.
Yeah. My two favorite cartoons of all time, too.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much. There he is, Kevin Eastman.
Yeah, go to a Goodwill on a good day.
And yep, surprise cameo right there. Chris's favorite. The waxwork soundtrack by Kevin Eastman.
Oh boy, Fonzo, you're gonna be proud. Oh God.
Okay, so modern. then you want to press those? It's 15.
So much fun. I know, they went the guy. That's so cool. When you said it, third as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Third just came out.
We did, yeah. And I got this,
It's worth it.
Is it worth it who that is?
I'll really help you get, unless you already cleaned and pressed it before.
Oh yes, he was a thug. He was just yeah.
That's cool. Right next to Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, that's right. When they did the cigarettes.
Exactly. When he brought it up, it was like.
Now then you can take this and then put it
He's
in
like,
your
man, I didn't realize you mentioned it in
Okay, cool.
an interview. He got one of
Demographics here.
first breakthrough roles. He said, well, his first role was a thug, and then he made your shirt. I was like, wow, really?
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Alright guys, I just got back from San Diego RocketCon 2023, and man, I just gotta say, me and Chris, we had so much fun. Chase, what you and your dad have created with RocketCon, I know it's your 4th year, but I think you guys have a hit on your hands, and I think it's just gonna get bigger and better. So kudos to you guys. Kudos to everyone that was there, like from the vendors to the volunteers to everyone working the information desk. Everyone was so nice and helpful and friendly that I just want to let you know that everyone that was working the event, you guys did an amazing job. So thank you for that right off the bat. Like I said, Chase, who created this with his father, we're on TCS Comics. Again, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to cover this. I got a press pass, and I had so much fun. I mean, from the exhibitors to the cosplays, to the panels, everything that your nerd heart wants, that needed, that we got it, and in a smaller, more intimate, as opposed to like the big San Diego Comic-Con that's like gotten so big now, that this is nice for like a nice starter con for people that are just starting to get into it. Because I saw a lot of people coming in, it was their first time. I saw a lot of like moms with their kids, like, this is our first convention, and they were getting to meet everybody, and I could see in their eyes like they were having so much fun just looking at everything. Like the first time that I went to go to any convention, like I was like feeling it for that kid. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's getting that same experience. So I just loved seeing that. So I'm hoping RocketCon just gets bigger and better, and more people get to experience it, because it's in San Diego, you know, where the obviously big Comic-Con is there as well. But just to have something like this in between, it's just so cool. I mean, for everyone involved. So I just got to start off with my haul, everything that I got signed, and it was amazing. So right when we walk in, after we got our pass, we walk in, and Rikishi, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, walks by. You know, you guys know him from his many gimmicks, obviously, there, but he signed to me right there. Jimmy and Jay's dad, who the Usos, who got one of the biggest storylines in WWE history in like the last decade with the Bloodline, with Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. So he was unannounced. He was just there. So being a big wrestling fan, I saw him there. I'm like, dude, we got to get him. We got to meet him. So we got that autograph, and we had to pick up a shirt. I got We the Ones, so that was pretty cool, so that was pretty neat. Right there, got the Samoan Dynasty on the sleeve, and then when you acknowledge the Tribal Chief, you got to raise the ones. So that was pretty cool. That was exciting.
Acknowledge me.
So one of the voice actors that was there that I was super excited to meet was Josh Keaton. Now, if you know that name, he's played everybody. In Spectacular Spider-Man, he's played Captain America, he's played Iron Man in the video games, he was Revolver Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3. But from what I remember, I know him from, is Voltron, the Netflix series. Now, if you look, I've gotten a bunch of people signed this, and he was the only Voltron member I was missing. And he played Shiro, which is right here. So I try to get everyone to sign in their color, like the lions. Like, so got Bex in green, Tyler in gold, Steve Yoon in red, and then Jeremy and Lance in blue. And I was going to say black, but then his hair is white. So he's like, why don't I just do it in white? I'm like, all right, cool. So he went with the paint pen, which is cool because if you look at Reese Darby, his Sharpie's kind of going through. So I got a couple voice actors, Tim Hedrick, Lauren Montgomery, Joaquin DeSantos. Got a little drawing there. And I'm just not missing Kimberly, who played Prince Allura. Once I get her, this poster will be complete. To have a poster that's complete is mind-boggling to me. I'm like, wow, I finally have something complete. It's like amazing. So, yeah, I've taken this to RocketCon, Monsterpalooza, San Diego Comic-Con. So I've taken this everywhere. So now I just need one more and it'll be complete. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get that going. So that was one of the guests I was super excited to meet. And there was another one, Larry Houston, who was the producer and director of, his IMDb credit list is amazing. Any Saturday morning cartoon or anything you grew up watching back in the day, he's worked on it. From Ninja Turtles, he was a storyboard artist, to the classic Xmen 90s cartoon. Come on. You can already hear the theme playing right now when you see this, right? Dude, look at this. Gambit, Rogue, Jubilee, Wolverine, Beast, Jean Grey, Storm, and Cyclops. And he signed right there. Larry Houston. I had him write, can you please write producer and director? And he did right there. Love his signature. Love the mansion in the back at the school, Professor X's school. And I just thought this would be so cool. Looks like a cell shaded like kind of drawing they use. But I thought that was so cool. And then he had so many cool stories. Obviously, you guys saw the panel. That was, man, I was like, dude, I think the stuff you've created and worked on is like my childhood. So our childhood right there in hand. So cool. So freaking cool. Another one, the one that I was allured me was, oh, real quick, before I get to that one, I just want to give a shout out to, you got these cool bookmarks of the Pale husband and wife team that were Sanders Fabares and Jay Fabares, who created this series called The Pale. She was there. She signed it for me, a copy, and then he wasn't there, unfortunately, but I got me a signed copy of The Pale. So, hey, we're at a comic convention. Got to get yourself a comic, right? Got to support. Where did all the big superhero movies and all this stuff start from? Right here in the print, right? So, had to get that. So, she warned me, once I read, I'm going to have to pick up issue 2, so I can't wait to read it. So, I'm looking forward to it. I got my bookmarks for it, so looks like a cool book. She explained it like True Detective, Twin Peaks, kind of a mystery. So, I'm like, oh, that sounds right on my alley. So, I'm digging that. So, she was super cool. So, got myself a book there. And then I also brought my album from the soundtrack for one of my favorite movies of all time, because Kevin Eastman, the story artist for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, was there. And he signed my album right there. Signed it in silver. Looks so good. He signed it right. He's like, you want me to sign it right across? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Because if you look here on the strict, new art by Kevin Eastman. So he did this art. So he was super excited to see this when I brought it to him. Everyone's bringing comics, Funkos, the Last Ronin figures, which I totally get. I could have as well, but I was like, you know what? I want the soundtrack. And when I brought it up to him, I slid up to him, and he goes, oh, nice. Well, first he read my shirt. He said, Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. That was cool. But then when I said this, I'm like, dude, I got a soundtrack. I want you to sign. He goes, oh, that's awesome. Like I told him, it's so cool that they came to you to do the art. So he did the art for parts 1, 2, and 3, which I believe are all out now on Waxwork Records. You can get. So if you look, it's got all his artwork. If you see the blue sticker, I got the blue variant for my favorite turtle, which is Leonardo, the leader. So I thought that's really cool that he did the artwork. And then I got him to sign. So that line was really long. Ain't gonna lie, man. That was a super long line. But I mean, it's Kevin Eastman, dude. He created Ninja Turtles. So, I mean, him and Peter Laird. So gotta get that. So once I got him on that, well, you guys saw my creepy IECon video, which I had a certain actor sign my movie poster. So I figured, hey, gotta add him on there as well. And he signed it right there, right where it says the movie, Kevin Eastman. I already had Skeet Ulrich, which is so funny that I got him first before Kevin Eastman. But I got Kevin Eastman right there. Here all in the movie, and if you look at his credits, he's right. He's right. Right there on the bottom. Boom, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird right there. Based on the characters created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. So got him signed there too now. Super stoked. Super stoked on that. Love that. So that was so cool to meet him. He was super cool and friendly with everyone that he met. He was like, what cool item did you bring me to sign? I thought that was so cool. And he was so friendly with everybody. He took his time, and he was so nice, man. I couldn't be happier to meet him. And then while we're rocking the floor, you know, I'm on the hunt to collect my 1990s Ninja Turtles. And I couldn't pass this up because I saw this one here, and I'm missing a couple turtles left. But when they had Raphael in the trench coat and Casey Jones, which I needed Casey Jones as well, and I got Jose Canseco bat. I got his crumpet. Look at that. I got the hockey stick. It's Casey in the mask, and it's one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. If you know, you can just see the scene, you can hear it, right? He's like, what is that, a punker?
2 minutes for a high stick. How about a 5-minute game misconduct for roughing, pal?
I mean, it's so cool. And then, when you go to conventions, you can get convention prices. He had a sticker for 60, but then he had to post it for 45. I'm like, what? You're selling that for 45? He goes, yeah. I'm like, done. I'm like, Kate off the rack. I'm taking this, is coming home with me because I needed these two. So now I just need Mikey. I need Mikey alone, or I might get the double pack with Raph and Mike. I might, but I already have Raph. So, and now I got Casey. Oh man, that's awesome. So stoked. I'm so stoked. So you can get everything you can like at a regular, big convention, but you get it at San Diego RocketCon, and it was so cool. I mean, I got my toys, I got my comics, I got my signatures. I mean, what else can you ask, right? It was so much fun. So, one thing I wanted to say is, once you watch the video, go ahead and follow them on all their socials on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, and just make sure you keep. Yes, I got Facebook and Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Follow their socials on there. Keep up to date when the next one's going to come on. So that's the best way to be informed with any conventions coming up. Just go to their website, look at the socials, and just start following them, and they'll start making announcements. And once they make announcements, buy your tickets, and then have a good time, enjoy yourself, man. Because I sure did. As you can tell, I mean, I had so much fun. I can't thank Chase and everyone involved. Like, again, you guys did such an amazing job. I'll be going back again without a doubt. I had so much fun. So I hope you guys did as well. And if you did, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, it means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. So yeah, I don't know what to say, man, but cowabunga, I guess. So I mean, I could say my favorite, outro, but I guess I'll have to say it because it also was based off a comic. So again, thanks for watching, and as always, it can't rain all the time.